Today's video is sponsored by Vendoo.
Somebody's taken a nap, so it's time for me to film my video. He's such a sweet boy.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I asked my Instagram followers whether or not I should pick up an item, and everybody was so helpful. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through all of the items that I posted on Instagram. I'm gonna tell you if Instagram voted yay or nay, and then I'm gonna let you know what I did and why. So if that sounds good to you, stick around, we're gonna hop right into it. First up was a Moshi sweatshirt that had stars on it, and it had like a crisscross section in the front. 335 people voted yes, but 432 people voted no, whether or not I should pick this piece up. And obviously you can see that I did pick it up. I had a 20% off coupon, so I kind of gave my estimates what I thought I would be paying around, like quick math. This is the sweatshirt. Now, it kind of reminds me of the brand Chaser with the stars on it. I feel like stars were a little bit more popular maybe in like 2020, 2021. But I have had incredible luck with Moshi. So I did go ahead and grab this. I could only find one sold comp on this sweatshirt, but it was for $89, and there was a really beautiful stock photo. And I thought, if I can even get half of that, I would be really happy. So that was one that I actually did not go with what Instagram told me, and I went ahead and bought this sweatshirt. I will say, there is like this mark right here, and I'm freaking out because I didn't see this in the store. I don't know if maybe somebody had something ironed on here and now it's off. If it's glue, I'm in a lot of trouble. If not, it will be great. So I am going to give this a try. But Moshi is definitely a brand that has done well for me in the past. I post a picture of some comps on some other Moshi pieces. Next up was Lilly Pulitzer leggings in a pattern. They were a size large. They were marked $8.99, so I estimated I'd pay around $7.20. 66% of you said to buy it, 34% said no. Now this one was an item that I probably would not have picked up on first glance. So I really appreciated your feedback on this one. 581 of you voted yes, and 304 of you voted no for the Lilly Pulitzer leggings. So I looked them up, and these leggings retail for like $124, and there were a lot of really solid comps. I think I would have passed them over because they were priced at $8.99, which is a little pricey. I'm sure you noticed when I was showing you price tags, depending on where you live and what your thrift stores price things at. My Savers is creeping up and up and up. So there were a lot of these that I really needed your help to decide whether or not I wanted to take them home with me, but I did end up getting these. Oh, let me find them, hold on. These are the Luxletic, and they were size large. And yeah, the comps were pretty decent. So I'm hoping to get around $40 for these. And also Lilly Pulitzer for me tends to do better in the summer. So we're heading into that season. So thank you so much for your feedback on that, because I ended up grabbing them. I'm curious if you've had luck selling this style legging from Lilly Pulitzer. Leave me a comment if you've had success or you haven't had success with that. But that was very helpful for me. Okay, next up is something that I am returning. I should have listened to you guys. This is the Madewell dress, which was an extra large from summer of 2022. I tried to put in dates for the Madewell pieces because that always impacts my decision. It was an extra large and it was black, so I thought maybe I would wear this. So that was part of my reasoning. And then somebody actually slid up in my DMs and said, oh my God, it's something like, I hope you get this, or I'd be interested if you got that. So it gave me a little more confidence. And this was priced at $11.49. So here is the dress, and I'm going to explain to you why I might end up having to take this back. This is the back of it. So this is actually a cutout dress. When I looked up the style number, which is always on Madewell clothing, which makes things really helpful. When I looked at the style, this part was open in the back. It's kind of like a cutout dress. And I think the person who had this stitched it, because when I look closely, I could see some of the stitching here. So that's just gonna impact the sale when I list it. In my case, I like the fact that there's not a cutout because I don't really do backless dresses. So I am gonna try this dress on, but for the price, it was still like a $9 item. Again, 48% of you said yes, and 52% said no. So this was a close one. Let me just see what the breakdown was. 431 votes for yes, 467 votes for no. I'm filming this at 9 in the morning, so it's been about 18 hours since I was shopping. Next up is a pair of diesel sneakers. This was a pretty overwhelming no from the audience, and it was actually in my heart a no, but they were in beautiful, like new condition. But they were priced at $13.99. 69% of you said no, and 31% said yes. So let's just see the breakdown. 274 votes for yes, 603 votes for no. I did run the comps on some diesel sneakers. The thing about the comps was these looked newer. They looked like a newer style. If I had time, I probably would have looked a little bit deeper into this particular brand. I've heard that Diesel is having a moment. I picked up a pair of Diesel jeans in a fill-a-bag haul from a couple weeks ago, and they have gotten a few likes, but they haven't sold yet. But these were priced at $13.99. Even with the 20%, the comps just weren't encouraging enough for me to bring them home, and we have a ton of shoes in our inventory. So I have just been really selective about shoes that I bring home with me. Next up, I kind of knew my answer before I was gonna bring it home, but you guys overwhelmingly agreed with me, was a Patagonia logo hoodie. It was priced at $13.99. Again, they have really jacked up their prices. But this was in the men's section, and it was a size large in really great condition. And this is just such a classic hoodie. And you know me, I wear a lot of hoodies. I haven't even looked at the comps, to be honest. But if this doesn't have great comps, I will 100% keep that because I love a nice hoodie. I don't own a Patagonia logo hoodie, and I don't have a ton of navy blue. Some of my Penn State and UMaine stuff is navy blue, but I really liked this sweatshirt. So we'll see if I even list that. But you guys did agree on that one. 71% of you said yes, 29% said no. The number breakdown was 657 votes for yes and only 268 votes for no. So close to 1,000 votes on that, and overwhelmingly people voted yes on the Patagonia sweatshirt. So sometimes even when things are marked up, it's still worth grabbing. This next one I thought was really unique, and I don't know what to do with this because I looked on eBay and there was nothing that looked quite like this. This is a vintage, like probably 80s PGA Tour windbreaker pullover quarter zip. It's in pretty decent condition. I will say there's probably a tiny bit of yellowing around the band here. Not overwhelming, it just looks pretty vintage, but it's a really cool thing. It is an authentic PGA Tour label, and this was just $5.99, so $6 with 20% off. This would be like about $4.80. This was another one that we all very much agreed on. So for this, 70% voted yes, 30% voted no, 648 yes, 278 no. So again, close to 1,000. Was that the same for, oh, very similar to the Patagonia votes. But yeah, thank you so much. The moment I saw this, I was pretty excited about it, and I always like to, you know, branch out, get a hard good to experiment with or test the waters with vintage. I'm really starting to not get as many vintage pieces. I'm not getting trendy vintage pieces like cottage core or grandma core. I just got burnt with some of those things, and they stayed in my inventory for a while. They were moving a little bit better when I was doing whatnot shows, and I haven't gotten back into my whatnot shows yet. But this one really was unique, and I did not see anything like it. Let me know in the comments what you would price this at. Would you do it on an auction on eBay? For some reason, I feel like this is gonna sell on eBay, but it's really, really cool, and I was excited to grab that. Next up is a pair of loafers from Laura Piana. And I laughed because when I looked back on my stories, it said Laura Piano. Instagram auto-corrected me, but this is a really high-end brand. I think I've sold 1 or 2 of her pieces before. These suede loafers were priced at $10.49. These were also, I believe, in the men's department. I can't be certain. I need to do some research on these. But I found a sold comp on these. Granted, they were new in box, but they were $400+. So I knew I was grabbing these. I had no idea that the comps were gonna be so great on these suede shoes. They're very unassuming, but who would have thought $400? So I don't know, maybe I'll get $100 for these, maybe $150. What do you guys think? I just wanna see what your breakdown was. I know you voted to take it home. So here we had 63% with a yes and 37% with a no. So a little bit closer than the previous two. 539 of you voted yes, 323 of you voted no on the suede shoes. I did take those home. They were, you know, $8 and change after the 20% discount. So I'm really feeling optimistic about those. I think that these should pay for everything in this haul. Oh, and I went through the line twice because I had a 20% off coupon. And at Savers, you can use your 20% off coupon up to $100. And then as soon as you hit that $100 mark, once you go over, there's no more discount. So I was at like $94, $95. I had 2 coupons with me, so I checked out. And then the second time around, I was like at $52 and I used my coupon, and I think my 2 checkouts were $75 and change and $44 and change. So I spent, what would that be? About $120 total. If I'm doing that quick math right. I'm going to the bins, so I'm trying to work quickly because I have to go pick up my friend Kim. We haven't been to the bins all year and I'm so excited. I just wanted to jump in here really quickly to give a mention to today's sponsor. Thank you, Vendoo, for sponsoring today's video. Vendoo is a cross-listing app for resellers that allows you to cross-list your items to multiple marketplaces. Vendoo started out as a Chrome extension and they are now an app. I use them both when I'm working on my laptop. I use the Chrome extension, and then when I'm on the go or when I'm taking photographs, I use the app. You can easily list on all of your favorite marketplaces, seamlessly import, create listings, and cross-post your inventory across 10 marketplaces with just a few clicks. With Vendoo's multi-quantity manager, you can organize and cross-post both single and multi-quantity items in just a few simple steps. This is particularly great for anybody who does liquidation or buys multiple quantities of items. When I first started with Vendoo, I imported all of my listings from Poshmark to Vendoo, and then I could cross-list it from there. Now I create all of my listings right in Vendoo, but regardless of where you're starting, you can always import items to Vendoo and then start your cross-listing. This creates extra exposure in the algorithm and leads to more sales. I can't tell you how many times I thought something was going to sell on Poshmark or eBay, and it ends up selling on the platform that I least expected. If you want to give Vendoo a try, click the link in my description and save 25% off your first month of service. If you happen to be watching this between March 31st and April 9th of 2023, they're doing a promotion where you can save 30% off your first month of service if you use code EGGS at checkout. Take advantage of this excellent opportunity. If you have any questions about Vendoo, feel free to leave them in the comments. Thanks again, Vendoo. Let's get back to the haul. All right, next up, I did agree with you all on this one, but I wanted to put this up in the survey because I had put up the Lilly Pulitzer leggings, and sometimes Lilly Pulitzer and Vineyard Vines are in a similar category for me. So I thought it was really interesting because the Lilly Pulitzer ones were not new with tag. The Vineyard Vines were new with tag. They were similar prices, but you voted yes on Lilly Pulitzer and no on Vineyard Vines, and I agreed with you. I ended up leaving the Vineyard Vines behind. The Vineyard Vines were priced higher though. I'm sorry, I had that wrong. They were priced higher because they were new with tag. 35% of you voted yes, 65% voted no. And the breakdown was 314 yes vote and 575 was a no vote. So those are the camo leggings from Vineyard Vines. I have not looked up comps, but I'll run a couple here on the screen if I can find some, and we'll see if we together made the right decision on that. Next up was another thing I was pretty confident that I wasn't going to pick up, and you all agreed with me. The reason I posted this next item was to just show that sometimes even within a brand, there are things that I'll pick up and there are things that I will leave behind. So it's not always based on brand. If you guys have ever seen my video on the 5 strands of sourcing, I always look at condition, comps, cost, brand and style. Those are the 5 things I look at. So brand is just one of the 5 things I will look at when I'm deciding on whether or not to buy an item. So in this case, it was a dress by Patagonia, and it was actually a little bit less money. It looks like it was, I can't even see because I don't have my glasses, but in the survey I said Patagonia striped dress for $7. After discounts was probably $9 and change, so less than the Patagonia sweatshirt. 42% voted yes and 58% voted no. And the breakdown on that one, 367 yes, 507 no. I'm always curious too, by the time I edit this video and it goes live, I'm curious if any of these votes will change. But this one looks pretty clear that we all agreed to pass on that dress. I just don't do great with Patagonia dresses or tops, and it was a striped dress. It was also small, it was short. It was a real specific type of dress, and I just wasn't confident that I had the market to sell it at a good profit. And I wasn't excited about picking it up, so I left it behind. Okay, next up, I was very excited about this piece. Even though this is not always a huge moneymaker, this style was fantastic. So this was a Zara oversized ribbed cardigan sweater that was sleeveless, and I myself actually just picked up a V-neck sweater. Mine was not a cardigan, but it was oversized. I picked it up at Marshall's or TJ Maxx, and I love it. And I wore it with like a blouse underneath, and I bought some like fitted trouser pants actually from Old Navy that belled out at the bottom. I loved the style. It reminded me of this sweater. 56% of the people who voted yes, 44% voted no. So that was 499 votes yes, 395 votes no. I did find some comps on this style sweater in different colors, but I really love cardigan sweaters. There was a Madewell sweater that you also voted on towards the end that we'll talk about. I did agree with you, so I did pick that up. I keep forgetting to show you, hold on. So it's kind of a blush color. It's really pretty. It's a nice oversized ribbed sweater in beautiful condition, very timeless, fits into that elevated minimalist look that I've been looking for this spring. That was in like a spring trend video, or yeah, I think it was spring or summer trends of 2023 that I recently did. Elevated basics was one of the things that I wanted to look for, and that fits this category so well. It's really beautifully made. It is Zara size medium, and this was just $5.99. I find that my Savers doesn't price vests or sleeveless sweaters very high, so I like to check out that section of the store because sometimes I can find some really good deals. So that was just $4.80, so that was a yes. Next up was a no, and that was for an Athleta tank top with the built-in bra. I think this style is a little bit dated. Athleta can be a bit of a slow mover for me, but it is a bread and butter brand. I do like to pick up Athleta. I maybe would have picked that up if I was at the bins and expected to get like maybe $15 to $18. But I did want to share it with you because the cost was low. It was only going to be about $3.50, and I didn't know if that would impact your decision, but clearly, only 218 people voted yes, 655 people voted no. So it was a 25% to 75% split in favor of no on that top. So I left that one behind, even though it was inexpensive. So even though that checked the box on Athleta is a good brand, the price was good, the condition was good, the style wasn't great, and the comps were not great because that style is just a little bit dated. So I left that one behind. So thanks for your feedback on that one. I tried to pick things that could conceivably be, you know, on the fence type of items. I didn't want things that were like, oh God, no. But maybe you felt like God, no when you saw some of these. But some of them I wanted to challenge you and challenge myself whether or not I should pick it up. Okay, next on the list, we have another Zara piece. So I had showed these jeans. They were a wide leg, which is very much on trend right now. High-waisted, really nice oatmeal colored denim from Zara. So after my 20%, they were priced at $8.99 before the 20%. So my cost would have been about $7.20. 54% of you voted yes, and 46% of you voted no. This was a close call. 464 yeses, 388 no's. I decided to take them home with me because I thought these were really adorable. This really nice wide leg, the raw hem, very much a trending style right now. It was a zip fly. They were in great condition. The price wasn't bad. They have pockets in the back. I just thought these were gorgeous. Again, with that minimalist style, these are a really nice staple. You can dress these up. You can wear them casually with a pair of tennis sneakers, flip-flops. They would pair very nicely, although these colors don't match so well. But say the black vest that I got would look really nice. This would look great with just like a white linen top in the summer. I loved these jeans. They are denim, but they're in this tan color. So I hope these do really well. I'm hoping to get around $40 for those. I thought they were fantastic. So that was a big yes for me. Okay, next up was a pair of Levi's jeans, the Mile High crop jeans. They were just $4.50. They were priced at $5.79. Savers is so crazy. And then next to those jeans were Levi's that were priced at $11.99. So I just don't know where they get their pricing from sometimes. But anyways, where am I? 67 of you voted yes with 571 votes, and 33% voted no with 286 votes. So I did get those jeans. I love the Mile High. I love the exposed button fly, and I love that they are a wide leg heading into summer. This is great. The price was fantastic on these. So I'm excited to get these listed. I'm thinking probably somewhere between $35 and $45. They're the Mile High cropped wide leg in 29. Again, wide legs are definitely trending right now, so this is a great style. I probably don't know if I would have gotten those if they were priced at that $11.99 or $12.99, but for $5.79 and then 20% off, that was a no-brainer for me. Okay, next up was a Lulu's dress, and I couldn't tell if it was actually a dress or a top because it was so short. Only 155 votes for yes, that was 18%, and 691 votes for no, 82%. So that was overwhelming no. And somebody did swipe up in my DMs and said that she only picks up Lulu's in maxi styles, dresses and skirts, which I thought was a really great bit of information because I don't know that I've really done a deep dive into my Lulu stuff, but I do have a lot of Lulus that are a shorter style that sit for a long time. I'll have to review my sold comps in this brand and see what I have, but this was new with tag. It was a very short dress, and it would have cost about, what was it? Like about $10 after the discount. So, but even new with tag, 82% voted no. On the flip side of that, this was the most overwhelming yes of the entire thing, and it was actually one of the very first things I picked up, and I knew it was going to be a good day. I feel like I found some really fun things, and that was this Free People maxi leopard skirt. I mean, this was so good, and they only had it priced at $6.99. Perfect for summer, perfectly on trend with the nice flowy skirt. It actually has a liner, but the liner is short on the inside, so you're gonna see like the sheerness of the skirt at the bottom. It's absolutely a beautiful style. People could wear this with a band tee. They could just wear it with like a black tank top and flip-flops, a t-shirt. It's such a versatile piece. This is a size small, but it's definitely stretchy and has some room in it. I have to check the comps on this, but I have a feeling that this is gonna be a great seller for a great return, maybe north of $40. I'll have to look and see, but you all definitely agreed with that. But let's just get the numbers because there were so many votes for this one. Okay, so 90% yes, 10% no. That is 835 votes for yes and only 93 votes for no. That was a clear winner, and I think the most overwhelming yes of the day. And next up is a by Anthropologie top. I was excited to throw this in too because Anthropologie is one of those brands like, do I pick it up? Do I not pick it up? Is this a style that sells? And this particular one was called by Anthropologie, which is one of their newer labels. Oops, sorry. There is the label for you. This was $7.49. I really loved the style of this. It's a tunic style, a little bit of a high-low floral pattern on black, which is one of my weaknesses. It is an extra small, so that worked a little bit against it, but I really loved the style of this blouse, especially heading into summertime. Cute with like a little cami underneath and some cutoff shorts or some denim would look really cute. It's just such a cute piece. I do okay with tops, and I don't always look in just the blouse section of the store. And when I think of my inventory, I'm, you know, bursting at the seams with sweaters and with denim and with jackets and with shoes. I wouldn't say that about blouses. Maybe it's just because they're small, so they're easy to store. But this is one of the things that you were all a little bit torn on. When I was in the store at first, while I was shopping, it was a clear no, and then slowly people started voting yes for it. And in the end, it was 56% yes with 494 votes and 44% no with 386 votes. So that was much closer, but it nudged ahead. I was picking it up either way because I just really liked the style, but you all ended up agreeing for the most part, the majority, to pick it up. Okay, the next thing that I picked up, oh my gosh, I'd never seen anything like these. They were like a raincoat yellow Converse All-Star high top sneaker. Wild, hold on. So these are the sneakers in question. So as you can see, I did purchase them. They were priced at, what was the price tag on these? $20.99. So I paid a little bit more than $16 for these. These are just so unique. I like picking up unique pieces. They were in really excellent condition. They retail for, I think, $89. When I did get home and look at the comps, I saw a lot in the $30 range, which really isn't great. I would definitely want to more than double my money, which means I'd have to sell these for about $40, $45 to like get that $16 profit, if I'm doing the math right. Everybody really loved these. I thought they were unique. I wanted to take them home with me. So we had 65% vote yes with 560 votes, 35% vote no with 300 votes. I liked a lot about these shoes. I liked the style, I liked the brand, the condition was good, the comps were not great, and the cost was not great. So I sacrificed in those areas, but we'll see if they pay off. I think they look really cute with the vintage PGA jacket. Wouldn't this be fun? That would be a fun look, right? I love that. So these are, I believe, a men's 11. So we'll see. Somebody with unique style is gonna get those, but I will probably price them around $59, maybe. I have to see. Okay, next up, oh, this is in the other room. This is a hat. It's the brand Scala, and it was this really cute boho hat. 68% of you voted yes, with 532 votes and 255 votes for no, which was 32%. So that was a yes, and it was really inexpensive. It was $2.99 plus the discount, so under like around $2.50 or less. So let me go grab that because it's in the other room. Okay, this was just $2.99. You can see the tag there. I love the detail here with the beads and the little tassel and then the Scala brand. So that is the hat. Usually when I think of a Scala cap, I think of like, you know, from Peaky Blinders, like that little Irish knit cap, but this brand typically does well for me. So I like the brand Scala, and I pick it up, especially at that price, especially this season. Okay, next up were a pair of Coach heels. They were in pristine condition, but they had them priced at $24.99. So even with my 20% off, I would have been paying $20. 331 of you voted yes. That was 40% yes. And 501 voted no. So 60% of you voted do not pick up the Coach shoes. Coach is such a controversial brand sometimes, and I do find that their shoes don't do fantastic. I'm very much a fan of certain Coach bags. They have a very classic look. They have a very loyal following, but when it comes to shoes, not so much. I don't do great with heels. We're heading out of like boot season. I mean, these weren't really boots. They were really in beautiful condition. I did look at some of the comps, and a lot of them were in that like $30-$40 range, so paying $20 just wouldn't make sense. And next up was this Tory Burch sweater wrap, and this was a good one because the price was so inexpensive. It was priced at just $3.79 for Tory Burch. But I don't know about you, but I cannot move Tory Burch clothing to save my life these days. And this was one of the older tags as well. But again, I didn't want to do like no-brainer. So I put that up there and I was curious to see. And when I was in the store, a lot of people were voting yes, but in the end, we ended up at 47% yes and 53% no. So you guys were really torn on this. 392 votes for yes, 441 for no. That is what I opted for, was the no. I just have a hard time moving it. There was a little bit of wash wear. I even saw like some pulling in the fabric. So I was like, the style wasn't great. The condition wasn't great. The comps weren't great. The price was fantastic and the brand was okay, but I decided to leave that behind. All right, next up, this was a pretty overwhelming yes as well, and that was for a Madewell cardigan sweater in cream. And this definitely fits into the same minimalist category as the Zara sweater. So this was just $3.99 as well, and this was from summer of 2021, but it was an extra small, but it was so cute. I love the sleeves on this. I love that cuff and the little puff right here. You guys overwhelmingly voted for this. It also has like little buttons that are like tortoise design and also the shape of a flower. They're so damn cute. 648 of you voted yes, 81%, and 164 votes for no with just 19%. This was an easy pickup. The cost was great. Someone already inquired about it, but it was the wrong size. So on some of them on Instagram, I was trying to include the size. But I'm hoping to get between like $30 and $40 for that. I still have to look at the comps on that one. Next up was this beautiful dress from Zara. I thought this was so cute. It's like a patchwork floral dress with this velvet trim. The price tag on it was $11.49. It's like a midi dress, so adorable. Let's see what you guys voted on this one. Okay, so 70% voted yes, with 575 votes, and 245, 30% voted no. I really loved this dress. We're coming into dress season. Zara, I think, you know, can be hit or miss, but I think certain pieces do really well. This was $11.49, so it wasn't cheap. It's also this label, the Trafaluc. That doesn't always do great for me, but I just thought that the style of this was the most important thing, and I just thought it was so great for the season. Also some great stock photos, and I did get some comps on these, so I will definitely more than double my money on that dress. I'll probably list it like between $40 and $50, maybe like $45, $48, and we'll see how it does. Okay, just two more items, and then I gotta scooch out of here. Okay, so next up is this Disney sweatshirt. So I owned this Disney sweatshirt, which is why I purchased it. I was in Disney World and I bought this for myself, and I loved the retro style of it. It's so, so cute. And I paid like $50. This was a size small. This was just $5.99. With the discount, just $4.80. I sold my own sweatshirt, I believe, on Whatnot. I don't have it anymore. I'm pretty certain I sold it on Whatnot. I was having a Disney show, and I think I may have worn it for the show, and then people wanted me to auction it off, and I think it went for like $30 to $45 on Whatnot. So I knew that this had value. I tend to love to get things that are from the Disney parks. Does this say Disney Parks on it? It doesn't. Sometimes it will say right on the garment that it's Disney Parks, which I think adds value. Also, you know, the style is important, but I loved this. I bought it for myself, so obviously I liked it, and the price was good, and you guys agreed on this one. So we have, so 66% voted yes, 30% voted no, 547 votes for yes, and 280 for no. So this was a good pickup for me. I'll probably price it at about $38. I think that sounds right, and we'll go from there. Okay, the last item I threw in there because I wanted to just do like a lower end brand to see how you guys would respond, and I didn't have the best picture of it, but I thought this was so cute. Again, that minimalist look for spring. This was just universal thread, which was from Target. It was priced at $6.49. This army green, like overall lagging look, cotton, oversized overall style. Okay, I ended up getting this, and this was an overwhelming no from you guys. So we had 27% voted yes, 73% voted no. So 218 votes for yes, 580 votes for no. I might keep this It may look terrible on me, but I really liked the style of this. This was definitely a style-based pickup, and I wanted to have a couple, at least one item in here that was a style-based that I wasn't really zoning in on brand, but the cost was good. I would not have picked up universal threads for like $11 or $12. Because they priced it at $6.49, I thought I'm gonna give this a try, and I think these are really adorable. And if the comps aren't good on Poshmark and eBay, I will do this in a live auction, or I'll try it on and see if I can work it. I don't know. I don't know how it will look on me, but it sure does look very comfortable, and it is an extra large. I would not have picked this up if it was in a smaller size. I like the fact that it was an extra large, that it was on trend for style, that the price was right and the condition was great, and that potentially I would wear it. This was so much fun. Thank you so much for your feedback on Instagram. If you don't follow me yet on Instagram, I'm just Lori's Boston Found. Let me know if you liked this little haul and if you liked being part of it. If you want to play along next time, just check me out on Instagram. You can give me a follow over there. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy fun adventures in thrifting and you'd like to be part of my community. All right, that is all for today. I'm not sure what the cost of goods are for this yet, but I will figure it out and put it up on the screen. And Lumpy is napping. Thank you so much for all of your sweet comments on my new puppy. I love him so much. This is another reason I'm like a new mom again. I have to do my things when he's napping. Jay is working from home today, so I get to scooch out and go to the bins. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back soon with a bins haul. And thanks again to Vendoo for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to click the link in my description if you want to save 25% on your first month of service. Thanks everybody. See you soon.